shit. Shit loud as hell.
That does sound loud.
Yeah, I sound loud now.
Hold on.
It sounds clear though.
Yeah, it's clear. Just turn on everybody's microphone.
Remember our new pod name?
Hypothetical pod.
Yes.
Welcome to Hypothetical pod.
Yeah.
Welcome to Hypothetical pod. This is the offspring of If You Don't Say It, We Will podcast. Why do I sound so far? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. There we go.
Yeah,
I sound better. I sound better. Yeah. All right.
Sir.
So we're here, Hypothetical pod, episode number 4. What are we naming this episode?
We'll figure that out.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll name this episode later. We'll do that. So hopefully everybody's week's been going well. I think the last time we potted was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Amazing numbers on YouTube. Amazing numbers on the DSPs. Numbers been going up. We're almost reaching 10,000 collectively as the podcast family that I've made.
That's what's up.
It's a beautiful thing. Shout out to anybody that's been on the show or doing the show or co-hosting the show. Couldn't do it without you. We're definitely doing the damn thing, so we're having fun. Somebody's playing music in the other apartment. I don't know what's going on, so if you hear a thud or a couple bass sounds, because I've been hearing this shit all night, and I'm like, I thought I could not hear it, but I don't hear it too much. I don't know if you do hear it, but whatever. It is what it is. But episode 4 of the Hypothetical Pod. That's the name of the show, Hypothetical Pod. We can get to the origins of the name maybe a little later, but Hypothetical Pod.
I like the name.
It's a funny name. It's like an ongoing joke, if anything. People in this room know how that joke goes, and there's other people part of the joke, so it is what it is. But I introduce my co-host.
Hey y'all, it's Shelly. Real quick, I just want to give a shout out because ever since I've been more open with this pod, I've been getting a lot of great feedback. So shout out to everyone that's been watching. Sorry, y'all, we're trying to adjust for the camera. They can't see
the fly direction.
They can't see my light skin, so
there we go. Yeah.
But shout out to everyone that's been hitting me up, DMing me, commenting, watching my videos, and just telling me, just giving me good feedback. This was a very scary step that I didn't want to take, that Jean kept pushing me to do. Mm-hmm. So shout out to Jean for pushing me. But yeah, I just wanted to give a nice little thank you to you guys because it's very encouraging, and hopefully this takes us far.
We're getting there. So we'd like to introduce our guest today.
The special guest, Mr. Third Mike of the If You Don't Say It, We Will podcast. I'll let him introduce himself because he has unique introduction. So go ahead, my brother, take it away, my nigga.
Yeah, you already know it's your boy Tatted, because if you ain't swimming, you drowning. You know the slogan.
Okay.
I can never gonna change that. That's my thing.
That's what's up, man. Beautiful thing. So how's y'all week been? How's everybody mental? How's everybody feeling?
I've had special guests.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm just living. Can't lie. I'm feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
Little man potty trained now, so.
Yeah, I saw that on one of your stories.
Yeah,
he was just chilling.
No more pull-ups unless he's sleeping, so that's a good thing.
Good. That's a big step.
That's what's up.
And he going to public school now. No more daycare. He about to be in public school.
So what does that consist of, like pre-K or some shit like that? Okay, that's not bad. And that's in West.
I think it's going to be in Linden.
Oh, Linden. Okay.
Linden.
That's good.
That's what's up.
I had a very good week.
Right.
Well, not surprisingly, but surprisingly. Work, both jobs. But mentally, I've been better than before. So I'm taking the steps to staying consistent. That's what I want to do, is to stay consistently happy. So this week has been a very good week for me.
That's good.
That's good to hear.
What steps, if you don't mind me asking, what's one step that you took that maybe you can tell the viewers and the listeners?
So I went back to the gym this week. Good. I think that's one of my consistent steps. And listening to music that goes along with my mood. So like if I'm on my way to basketball practice and I'm listening to LMA, when I'm coming back, I'm not listening to LMA. I'm listening to like some Compa or some Drake or something to hype me up.
Right.
So I don't listen to the same music twice.
Okay.
So you gotta switch it up and just, if you're feeling sad, play some hype music. And blast it. I promise it'll switch up the mood. So that's the few things that I've been doing.
Well, that's good. So a music choice to keep you in whatever space. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Awesome.
And how are you mentally? Because last time we party was...
I'm kind of in a limbo with my mental thoughts, but I think what's been helping me is I've been doing a lot more reading. I've been reading a ton of books. I'm actually simultaneously I'm reading the Bible, Wild at Heart, How to Be Black, a Malcolm X book, and Fuck Your Feelings. Those all 5 books I'm reading all at the same time.
Y'all, Gene gave me a Bible lesson the other day.
Yes, I did.
I was so proud. Yo, I was like, you got the what? He was like, yeah, I learned about this.
And people think it's a joke when I go on Instagram and say, I'm not joking with y'all. I'm really reading this shit.
He really told me and I know the lesson, so he really told me like word for word. I'm in the car and I'm driving. I'm like, oh shit. Like,
you know what he talking about.
It was good though.
To know me is to know that I don't have a problem with religion, but to me it's a little linear. It's some things I just don't agree with. There's a lot I disagree with. I'm one of those, but one thing I will say about the Bible is a lot of game in there. A lot of game. It's not even funny. A lot of uncut gems, a lot of stuff that just will help you out in times of need, times of depression, times of stress, loss of life, sickness, and even in health and good and, being happy. Every emotion you can really think of, the Bible is there for you.
Amen, Pastor Gene. Amen.
You know what I'm saying? So I always say, like, will you find all the answers in there? No. But it can definitely help you get somewhere with your thoughts, because we all have our thoughts. We all be in limbo. We all just be in our damn feelings. And sometimes it has a chokehold on us and we don't know how to move. So I always tell people, like, read something. Read a book, get away, let your mind get away, you know what I'm saying? Or meditate. That's my next thing I gotta conquer is meditation. My parents, they're Buddhists. They know how to meditate. And, shout out to my parents. I hung out with them for the first time in a couple months. So that was a good thing I did this week, because I've had a lot of family issues. And hanging out with them just made me feel like a kid again. And we just went through the emotions of like, why it took so long to come together, but then like once we got back to our comfortable space, I realized like I should have never not talked to them. I should have just kept the line of communication open. That's my fault, but getting my family back in order, getting things one by one day at a time. Like Mitch said on the last episode of If You Don't, one day at a time. But yes, reading has been helping me. The Bible has been helping me. Reading those books has been helping me. So getting my thoughts out of limbo back into a disciplined path that I'm used to. Because I got one more month till 40. I want to come into 40 right, and I will. I'm doing the work. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm taking care of things financially, taking care of things spiritually, mentally, clearly, physically. But it is what it is. But,
them 2 days be hitting.
Right, they be hitting. They hit, but that's how my week's been, so I'm good.
That's good.
That's good.
So, topic time.
Topic.
The first topic is knowing when you're doing too much without a title.
Tat, you want to start us?
Special guest.
Knowing you're doing too much without a title. I mean, I think we've all been there before.
Right.
A few, maybe more than once.
Right.
You feel like you're giving this person more, and they're just.
You gotta move in.
You feel like you're giving that person more, and they're just not really. You're doing all this, but
so, because we're guys.
Yeah.
is it our obligation to give that title, or do we just do things for that person to make it seem like they have that title?
I say both, 50-50.
Shelly, what's to look for? I don't understand.
Why?
Because what kind of question is that?
Because I think
Because we got.
I think most relationships are started by the guy.
Yeah, so why would you even ask that? That's what I'm trying to say.
That's what I'm saying. But some guys play these stupid shit games where.
Because we gotta ask you out, make it official, and to show you that I want you, I gotta show you that I can do the things that I'm also gonna do in a relationship. I don't like how you
think that's wrong?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was a point of asking. That was the obvious.
No, I'm just saying. I know it's obvious, but I feel like, because I know some guys who will go 100% for a girl, but that's not their girlfriend. That's confusing.
They think that's their girl.
Yeah, they think that's their girlfriend.
So why not just make it official?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Niggas don't really say that anymore, or at least I haven't seen it, and I personally have not done that in a long time. If we're just dating, then I'm just gonna do for you, but I'm never gonna be like, yo, be my bitch too. You know what I'm saying?
But my thing is, why do for the person and like you said, you don't know, but why do for the person if you're not officially gonna make them yours?
Because I'm a nice guy.
So you're just going around doing nice things for all these girls?
Not all the girls, but
I didn't like that look.
Not all the girls, but it's just like I don't know how to really explain it, but I know how to just do. So I can see how I can lead women on.
Yo, thank God. Yo, thank God. It took you long enough.
I mean, but I think we just do it because that's how we're programmed.
Right.
Yeah, but you can't.
It's not good though.
It's not, but that's how we programmed.
It's not.
Because
I think
when it comes to certain girls doing a lot, y'all be like, oh, she doing too much and you doing too much, you're not even my girl. And then when we don't do enough, or you're not even doing enough, so why would I cuff you? So it's like we never know what's the balance between what we're supposed to do and what we're not supposed to do. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So when we're trying to show what we could do is like, she doing a lot and she not even really my girl for real. And when we don't do it, she ain't doing enough. Like,
right.
what's her purpose here? So then it's like, what
damn
do y'all want?
Damn if you don't.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, it's a stupid cat and mouse game.
So it's Russian roulette. You just gotta like.
No, it shouldn't be that though.
It shouldn't be that though.
If you can talk, you can communicate and say what you want.
You're right. It shouldn't, but that's how it is sometimes.
So y'all need to change.
Why is it just us?
Because y'all the head of the household. If y'all lead the way, we're gonna know how to follow up after.
But for me to want that change,
so the change for us is
to you want it also.
Yes, the change.
I gotta see that you want it also. I'm not gonna make that change if I don't see that you want it also.
No, but I'm saying though, if you lead the way, we'll know how to go about navigating the situation.
Yeah, but something like you said, some females will use that against us and not care. They might want that dude doing stuff for them.
At the end of the day, we talked about this in other podcasts with DJ OK. Y'all make the final decision.
You're right.
Y'all determine everything.
Right.
So if y'all don't make the move or say what y'all need or say what y'all want, we're not gonna know how to navigate our way through the situation. Like, as for me, I do a lot without a title. I know that about myself. I do way too much. But if you tell me like, yo, this is this, right. I'm gonna sit my light skin ass down. I'm gonna sit down. Because I know what my limitation is. But if you're not telling me what, I'm gonna keep trying to, which I'm gonna stop doing. But I'm gonna keep trying to show my worth to show you that, yo, I'm a down chick, which I need to stop doing. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all don't communicate that, we're not gonna know what direction to go in. It's either we do too much or we don't do enough.
But how do you know to do that much for a guy?
What do you mean?
So you said I'm used to just doing everything,
right?
Or I'm gonna do the most. What determines everything? What determines the most?
As in, what am I doing?
Yeah, like what makes you give a man wifey privileges to you without the title?
I'm a very loving girl. I'm a little softy, even though I'm a little thug too, but right. I'm a little softy too.
Trust me.
So it's like, if I like you, I'm gonna be down for whatever. You need me to come get you, I'm coming. You need some money not saying you're gonna always need money, but at the time, if you don't have it and right. I have it, I'm gonna. If you're hungry, I'm gonna cook. If you need this, I'm gonna, like, that's just who I am. Like.
But you're not gonna do that for every dude.
I'm not gonna do that for every dude. But
So I'm trying to figure out what determines.
Yeah,
if I like you and I know that you like me and we're communicating and we have that mutual connection, I'm gonna do it.
So when you figure out that he doesn't like you as much, does that stop or do you?
Sometimes it don't. Sometimes if you find out that he doesn't like you, you're gonna do a little bit more so that he can like you.
More. Okay.
Yeah. And that's where it comes into.
So that's when you're doing too much.
Huh?
So that's when you're doing too much.
Yeah. If a nigga tell me that he don't like me, I'm still going hard. Yo, what am I doing? And I've done that before.
Right.
I'm not ashamed to say that I've done it. I've done it before.
I've done it. I've done it.
Yeah, but I think we all done
I've done
it
it once or twice.
Yeah.
Too many times.
3 times.
Yeah, I've done it with like girls where like they'll ask me for like it's always funny. Like they always ask me for like a favor or some shit. Then I do the favor and all of a sudden like after the favor is done, the communication like kind of goes dry. It's like,
now
really? That's what you needed me for.
Because now I feel like
You that nigga that's under the phone as
Right.
the food nigga or the gas nigga?
I don't know. I'm somebody.
Yo, just if that's what you want, just tell me.
Right.
If I'm be your food nigga, I'll be your food nigga. Just let me know.
But sometimes people, and it goes for both female and male. I'm not sure if that's what I'm supposed to say, female, male.
They're fine. You're fine.
Girl, boy, woman.
You two won't
man.
block us. We're good.
He, she, them, they,
Right.
all that.
It goes for both ends of the party because, dang, what were we talking about? I just literally lost my train of thought.
Oh shit.
What were we talking about?
You forgot?
I did.
You was just in the motion of talking.
I know, I forgot though.
Doing too much.
No, it wasn't that. It was something
If they
else.
don't like you, and you're doing too much still. Damn.
Oh, communicating. Okay,
Right.
sorry, y'all. It goes for both ends of the party. That has to be something that's strongly communicated. Like you may say like, "Oh, I don't like you," but yet we still talking every day. You need to communicate with and stick to it. Say what you mean, what you say, and say what you mean.
If you say
Because
you
then, if you say that I don't like you, but yet we're still doing relationship things, you're misleading me. And then you get mad when I get mad at you for doing something. Oh, you're not my girl, you're not my nigga, but you're still treating me like that person.
Who misleads more, men or women?
Men. Girls are emotional, so we like a lot, but men, what?
No.
This is when I need another girl to back me up.
I think so. I think
y'all-
my personal opinion, I think women mislead more.
Yo, is the heat on?
No.
That's hard.
Yeah. I think women mislead
definitely
more.
do.
How?
Because men, we usually know what we want.
Yeah.
How are women misleading though?
Y'all never know what y'all want.
That's a lot. I think men are misleading because men will sit there and tell you that we just gonna stay friends and this, that, but then he treating a girl like a girlfriend and then gets mad when the girlfriend or when the girl officially moves on to another nigga. Or when she stops doing what she used to do for him. You just told me that you don't like me, but you still treat me like a girlfriend. That's misleading.
Yeah, but if you say you don't like me and you're still around, you like me.
But why would you tell me that you don't like me if...
Or maybe I want you to do cat and mouse, chase me.
That's different.
Why can't, why?
That is different.
Why do you always have to be the prize? Why can't I be the prize? Chase me.
It's he who finds a wife.
You're right, but you gotta chase me first.
Why? Because at the end of the day, I'm not asking you to marry me. You asking me to marry
We
you.
trading places. Sometimes you gotta take lead.
So you want me to ask you to marry you? So you want me to get down on the knee and ask you to marry you?
Just don't crease some sneaks.
Oh my
That's
God.
wild. That's kind of wild. That's so traditional.
So if a girl asks you to marry you, you gonna say yes?
Oh hell no. You ain't gonna do that. I ain't with them niggas. I'll make a whole skeptic about it. We outside with that.
Right. I just feel like women are a little more misleading.
How?
I just feel like y'all know what most men want, so y'all play on that. So, like one thing I know what women must believe is that y'all don't know how to cut men off. Y'all are terrible at cutting men off. Y'all are so terrible. I'm like, just tell the nigga you don't like him. Yeah. Oh no, I don't want him to look at me like that. I don't want him to be mad at me. I don't want him to look at me like I'm some bitch. I don't want to look at me like I'm just using him for text messages, phone calls.
When I'm bored.
When I'm bored. I'm like, well, do you like him? No, I don't like him like that. He's a good person, but I don't like him like that. Then why is he texting you? well, I don't want to hurt his feelings, and I don't.
Yeah, but sometimes.
It's not sometimes. That's bad.
Sometimes
you gotta.
But no.
You gotta take the stick and run it right through his.
But listen,
head.
Gene.
Jesus.
Sometimes you will be nice to the guy.
Mm-hmm.
You can be mean to the guy. You can be whatever.
Right.
Physically, you can literally look this man in the face and be like, I do not like you. I do not see nothing with you. And they still try. They think they should try harder.
What's wrong with the block button?
I don't do the blocking.
Or, all right, what's wrong? How about not answering the text
Not
message?
answering the text
You could.
messages.
Not answering the
I
phone.
will show you in my phone that I've been ignoring and they still go. It's like
And what we say before, let them talk to themselves in your DM. So
I do, but they still keep going.
Then block them.
Block.
Block. That's it.
Make it hard.
Make
Make it hard for them to find you.
Green bubble not gonna hurt nobody's feelings. A green bubble gonna make you tough. I see if I text a bitch and I get a green bubble.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, I'm done.
I'm done.
Can't FaceTime you no more.
Shit, okay.
You peasant.
I'm like, I will cry, but you know what? I'll be all right. Another day will come. The sun will shine.
I've literally had
Give me another
conversations with guys like, yo, I don't like you. And they said, I'm going to keep going. And Gene knows this. Why he's...
Hey, niggas are crazy. Don't get me wrong. Y'all know who y'all is. Niggas are crazy. But I feel like women do mislead with that. And I'm like, this guy, they be like, this guy still harassed me and blah, blah, blah. I said, why don't you block him? Why don't you not talk to him? Put him on mute. Let him talk to himself. He'll get the message eventually.
Eventually.
I've been the guy that went after the girl that does not like him back.
I don't think it
took me a while to figure out, like, this girl really don't, I almost said bitch, this girl really don't like me. So it took I had to take a very, very hard look at myself and be like, all right, she don't like me, I'm good. Let me get out of here. You know what I'm saying? But I think for me, it would have been easier if she would have just told me, like, hey, it's never gonna be, you're not my type. All right, cool, hurt my feelings now, as opposed to...
Like I said,
later.
I've expressed my feelings toward the situation.
Right.
Other people have expressed my feelings to this person, and they only encourages them to keep going because they think that,
Well, you ain't doing a good job then. To be like, yo, I'm taking.
I'm doing an amazing job. I've been mean to the person.
To her defense, there's some crazy niggas out there. There are some crazy niggas out there who just will not give up.
I already told you I'm ready to fight. I already told you that.
No, not that. Not that.
You don't need to fight the person, but the person just needs to understand, like, yo, you're doing too much.
Right. So I get what you're saying. So I feel like on both parties, But
no, in your case too, I forgot to broke my nose. In your case, there is some girls that are like, I don't want to hurt their feelings and all that good stuff. But in my case, I laid.
No, yeah. I don't want to be a complete asshole to them. But yeah, sometimes you gotta kind of lay down the truth and be like, listen, sweetheart, it's not you.
Do you really be telling the truth?
Yeah.
I've done that once. I'm not gonna lie, I've done it once.
Eventually, it gets to that.
After what? After they be coming under your pictures?
I don't know.
I've only done that once. I can't even lie.
It's always after like a certain time of like enjoying each other, and then like it becomes like, well, what are we, or what's gonna happen, or what's this gonna blossom to? And I'm like, damn, I gotta give it a business right now. Okay, well, listen, I'm not looking for anything right now.
And then exactly, he does that. He does the sexy voice. He gets real low.
I'm not looking for anything right now. I appreciate you. You're beautiful.
I'm just going through a lot right now.
I'm just going through a lot right now. I just need to. I gotta back off.
Now she wants to be there for you. She wants to.
I don't.
Thank you.
No. But
I'm sorry.
But then I said,
If you were to say it like
but then I said, I just gotta go on this journey by myself. I don't need you there. I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want to.
Yeah, but girls always feel the sense of need to.
And that's okay. And you know what I do? I just ignore the text message when I say, hey, I'm just checking on you. No problem. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, I'm fine. That's it. Do you want me to come up? No, I'm good. But I'm sitting next to the next girl. I'm not doing that no more though.
That's the Nick video? That was under Nick's video.
I'm good. I'm not doing that no more.
When I seen that commercial, I was like, this
shout out.
nigga.
This is 30 Live Podcast. We're all in the building. We're all coming. This is 30 Live Podcast. We are coming.
I will be there.
Everybody was telling me you did that a little too. Everyone was like, "Yo, you're so natural at that. How the fuck did?" He's like, "Yo, you did that very perfect."
My man's was.
That's it.
Back.
I was trying to read the messages, but it was going too fast.
Well, you had I held the button down. Like, what
Nah,
you saying?
I'm not doing all that.
Yeah, everybody was like, even Jordan was like, "Yo, you're too good at this. You're too good at this." I was like, you know, you already know what to say. You already know what to say before I say. But anyway, back to the topic. What we was talking about. Yeah, just be careful doing a lot for somebody you like, because they might take it for granted, or they might stop you in your tracks, like, "Oh, you're doing too much," or
you can scare that person off by doing.
Or as the antagonist, you might be leading them on to something that they didn't even ask for, or they did ask for, but you might be selling them a dream. So just be careful of all that. That's what I can tell you. So I'm good on this topic. Anything else on this topic? That's good. All right, what's the next topic, show?
Knowing when you're at fault and learning to own up and take accountability.
Wow.
You go first, G.
Knowing when you're at fault. I've been in some situations where I've been straight up wrong. Straight up wrong.
And did you care?
That's the thing. It takes a while for me to care. And I'm not saying that to be a dick. I'm saying that to be like, to really process what's going on in my head. Cause I'm a processor. I am. I'm Pisces. We deep thought into a lot of things, and no bullshit. Not even like zodiac shit. Like just all me shit. I process things. I think about things. I try to think things 5 steps ahead, 10 steps ahead. And if I've made a critical mistake, then I'll try to figure out. Okay, did I intentionally do this? Did I not intentionally do this? Did I made a mistake? Did I overlook something? Did I really just not pay attention? Did I not realize that this situation is this or that situation is that? I recently had something that happened to me where I was literally caught off guard with something, and then I followed up with a few things, and it made it seem like that I knew what was going on, but I kind of didn't. But I can't blame nobody else but myself, because I'm like, okay, I know better. I should have done better. When you know better, you do better. So it's hard taking accountability because I have pride. I have a lot of pride. I have a lot of ego, because I always feel like I do things the right way. Mm-hmm. But no one does everything the right way. Everything the right way. Some people make mistakes, or they just do it a different way. Doesn't mean it's the right way. So I probably could have handled that situation a lot better. But what I realized is that sometimes you fuck up and you gotta own it. That's just what it is. I know at least for the year of 2022, that's been my biggest lesson. Own up to your fuck ups, because it'll put you in situations that you might not want to be in, or you are praying to get out of, or you just keep thinking, you just keep dwelling in the past, like, damn, I should have did it like this, I should have did it like that. But at the same time, I have ownership on, okay, this is the way I handled this situation. I fucked up. So I have to apologize to the people that got affected by this and hurt by this. So that's the next part I'm kind of working on, like owning up to it and just genuinely being sorry about, my bad, I fucked up. It won't happen again. I'm gonna make sure it doesn't happen again, but hey, in this scenario, I fucked up. So that's what I probably would get out of that.
I'm gonna piggyback what you said, like with the whole pride thing. Sometimes my pride won't let me admit that I'm wrong.
Right.
It won't, and I'm stubborn. Because I want to be right. So it takes a lot for me to put it aside and be like, yo, my bad, I was sorry. I'm still trying to work on that.
How are you trying to work on that?
Sometimes I gotta realize this, you have your own opinion. And I don't want to be hard-headed and be like, yeah, I know, if you don't want to take them on, whatever. No, I can't do that.
See, I'm opposite from you guys. Mm-hmm. Like, sometimes I take the fault when it's not my fault.
Mm-hmm. That's bad, Shelly.
You trying to take everybody's burden?
You trying to take everybody's burden, yeah.
You got the world on your shoulders?
That's the thing. So I'm learning to, like, when someone does wrong, to not be like, oh no, I did wrong too. No, you did wrong. Like, you have to apologize to me. I'm apologizing for people, like, and sometimes people, they have a way of doing it too. Like, if they did something wrong, they'll flip it and make it sound like it's on me, and I'm taking like the whole thing. I'm learning to stop doing that. Like, if you're wrong, you're wrong. That's it. Like, if I did my part, yes, but if I didn't do my part, so that's why I say I'm opposite. I'm learning to backtrack.
I've done that. I've made it about them when I know I'm wrong. I flipped it on them.
That's bad.
That's manipulation.
Yeah.
Of some sort, if I'm saying that right, if I'm using that right. Right.
And I've done it.
Yeah, I think getting older, I kind of realized, like, okay, I can't keep flipping on shit on people. I fucked up. That's just what it is. You know, I gotta own it, and I gotta wear that, and like me and Mitch were having that conversation. We were talking about a couple of issues that we were having with our own friendship, not just me and him, but just like outside of our friendship. And he was like, "Yo, sometimes you just gotta eat shit for a while."
Yes.
And that means that you fuck this up. Whatever happens in that situation, eat it for a while. Dwell with that, own that, be alone with it, pray on it, meditate it, heal with it, whatever you gotta do. But, just realize that when you hurt people in those situations, especially people that love you, fuck with you, have your back, do whatever for you, whatever it is, you can't give, you can't project your timeline on them. You have to give them space and grace so they can have their time with it, and when they're ready to come back and forgive or talk or work things out, that's when you solve things. But until then, you gotta sit with that guilt. You gotta sit with the damn, I wish I would have did it differently. Damn, that was really a little mistake, but it turned into something big. Whatever it is, you gotta have your time with it. They gotta have their time with it.
So that's actually one of the lessons. It's just so crazy. That's one of the lessons that we teach the kids is like communication. So basically telling them, like, when you tell somebody something, you can't expect them to like forgive you at that same moment.
Right.
Because imagine if they were telling you that same thing. How would you process it? How would you handle it? So you have to be mindful. Yeah, you have to be mindful of like people reaction. So that's a big thing. But yeah, taking accountability. I feel like I'm very strong on that because I'm very big on communication. Like, I'm a big communicating. You both know that. If something is bothering me, I will nag until I get an answer.
Well, I suck at communication. I learned that recently.
No, I'm not good at it.
I think men in general are terrible at communication.
Yes, because y'all say, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good.
Like, men communicate men communicate off reaction.
Like if I'm on the phone with my brother, we can talk hours, nonstop.
Right.
But if I'm on the phone with her, most of the times I'll just be silent, just listen to her talk.
Why though?
I don't know.
Is it because you're scared to show her?
Nah, you gonna get me for how you see me. I don't hide nothing.
But you said it yourself. You said you'll talk to your brother for hours, but you won't talk to her for hours because you're hesitating.
See, I don't know why I do that. Like,
There's something you're afraid of.
I feel like certain, like, alright, Shelly, I can talk to her like that. But
you're not fucking Shelly. That's fine. The girl you fuck is the girl you have a problem telling you, but that's the girl you should be telling everything to because you guys are sharing bodies with each other.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting better at it now.
Right.
She's pointing it out. I'm trying to get better at it,
But why though? What I'm trying to figure out is, as men, why do we have trouble talking to the people that we could potentially be spending the rest of our lives with?
I don't know why, because I know in the past when I had relationships, when I did like speak about things like just open up, it would get looked at and just so it made me not want to talk.
So she's paying for what those people did to you,
and I'm paying for stuff that niggas did for us. Same thing.
So that's rough, man. Because that sounds like a never-ending war of I'm hurt, you're hurt, so I'm gonna build this wall up, and you're gonna build this wall up. And we're gonna be two walls talking to each other.
That's it. The young lady I'm dating, she is bringing that wall down. I've been able to Like if I were able to tell you something in confidence, you and something, I can do that with her.
Right.
We've gotten over that gap, gotten over that bridge.
Right.
It's gotten better. But it's like with communication, sometimes I just don't know what to say, and I'll just stare. If we be on FaceTime, I'll just stare.
That's some weird shit, bro.
It is. And she like, damn. I'm like, well, she likes to be.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
She likes to. I think with her because she likes to be on the phone all day long. Because she knows I have that leniency at both jobs. I can literally be on my phone all day. And I feel like if we talk every day, all day, I feel like we're going to run out of things to say.
You never run out of things to say when you're talking to the person that you talk to. It's like your best friend.
Right.
Yeah, but I just...
Like me and Sully can talk on the phone. We know how... There's not even a...
Just like he said.
It's not even a topic.
Y'all not fucking.
I know, but I'm saying though, it's like a best friend type thing. Like if you're talking to your best friend,
that's a different level of friendship.
Yeah, if you're expected, the person that you marry should be your best friend.
Yeah, like your best friend is literally a family member of.
Yes.
The family member God gave you without blood.
Yeah.
That's what your best friend is.
So you should be able to talk about anything and everything.
But what I don't understand as men is like the women that we say, this is our lady, this is our girl, we fuck her, we give her money, we provide, we protect, we profess, but the profess part is like.
So do you do that? Do you talk to your?
No.
See,
I have
why?
communication issues.
But why?
But that's why I'm asking him.
Why can't you answer it?
Because I don't know the answer either. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to ask him. Like, what do you think that is? Because maybe we're just too dumb to figure it out, or we just don't know, or we're just too fucking blind to figure it out. But sometimes it's hard to talk to your lady because it's like, if I tell you something and I tell you something vulnerable about me, I don't know if you're gonna use that shit against me in an argument later down the line.
Because that's the worst thing you can do is come in a man's vulnerability.
You know what I'm saying?
And I won't say.
Like I can tell you,
out.
like we can do like silly secrets. Like maybe I wet the bed if I laugh too hard, right? So when we arguing and she in front of our friends, like that's why you a wet in the bed ass nigga. Like, and it just be like, I told you that in confidence,
right.
Because women are vicious like that. Women are very, very vicious like that. Women are some of the most vicious motherfuckers in the world, son.
I think that's our way of just like protecting ourselves.
Right.
In a way.
But I feel like all women are like that. Yeah.
How much protecting is going to cost you your relationship?
I don't know.
You do know.
How many?
I don't, because I'll be honest with you, I would be more comfortable being alone and protected versus, I know that sounds crazy, versus what could possibly blossom if I let this girl in.
But being vulnerable to the person that you plan to spend the rest of your life with is such a beautiful thing.
It is, but it's risky too. Because if she don't like me no more, she could walk away with half.
That don't matter.
That's a risk, Shelly. That does matter.
That don't matter.
I'm sorry, I'm a man. That does matter.
That's why a lot of men are like scared, are really scared to commit. Because you can you can one day wake up and say, I love you, it's over, and then now
September, where I was at, celebrating love. Now where's that shit at? Nigga living in this car.
This is
I'm telling you right now, that's wild. That's
This is
risky.
my take on it. Sometimes, and this is, like I said, this is my take on this, so don't bark on me when I say it. I feel like you guys put in your mind that it's not going to work out. So then sometimes the effort that you're supposed to put in it is not put in it because you already have behind your head that it's not going to work out. So like the way that you guys are thinking right now, oh, she's going to use it against me. So that is a barrier. You guys can't think that way. Y'all cannot think that way, because the more I think that way, the more that wall builds up with brick and cement, and it's going to be hard to destruct and come down.
I don't know. I think it's something about being a guy that just has the guard up.
Sometimes the girl has her guard up to a certain extent, because we also get our hearts shredded into 1,000 pieces every single time we go into a relationship. I remember when I was younger, and we used to have this thing in my church called True Love Waits, and the lady, she had a heart. I wish I had a heart, but she had a heart, and she's like, every time you get into a relationship, you know, a piece breaks off, a piece breaks off. So when you actually get the love of your life, you're literally giving them this much of it. Now, how's that fair? Because then you're not giving them just that. They're giving you their whole heart. So how come you only giving them a piece? So how can you expect to get something if you're not giving it right back? I get it. Don't get me wrong. I fully understand and I totally get it.
To be deep in love is to be open.
Yes.
That is hard.
It takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time.
I think it takes years.
It does.
Open. I think it takes a lot of peaks and valleys. But yeah.
Like, okay, for example, with me, how I do things, and this goes with friendships, relationships, whatever shit.
All ships.
Y'all know my slogan. I think that's gonna be my new slogan. But whatever. But like, this is how you test people. You tell that person one thing. You trust them with it. If it gets out, you know who told it because you only told them that one thing. Mm-hmm. That's how you test people. And little by little, you start testing them. You give them a little. Every day, you give them an inch. Yeah. And until they break that, you be like, yo, and you catch them. Yo, I told you this. You told somebody else. No, I didn't. No, I know you did because I only told you that. They didn't know that you only told them though. I only know that I told you. So you give them a little bit, but you have to give a little bit to gain the trust. If you don't give, you're not gonna know. You can't sit here and be like, oh, she's gonna use it against me. No, you have to give it a try. You have to.
So you're saying take that leap of faith?
You have to. If you don't, you're gonna stay in that one spot for the rest of your life. It's like a job. You don't know if you're built for that position, but if you stay in that same spot, you're never gonna grow.
No. You get too comfortable.
That's risky.
To do it. It is risky. But what in life? If it's not, what's the quote? Dang, if it's, what is it?
Too good to be true.
If it's easy, then it's not worth it, and if it's worth it, it's not easy. Come on, y'all. Y'all have me drop.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. I get what you're saying, but I think as men,
it's always easier said than done.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think as men, it's just hard to open up like that because a lot of us been through the.
I hear the music that you said. I just heard
the thing is wild. It's a lot of risk you take as a man to let a woman in sometimes because women are some of the most vicious motherfuckers on earth. Like.
We are the most vicious, but take care of us the right way.
Right.
We're going to be the most loving.
The thing about women is that you don't get. I can't get 5 things wrong. All it takes is one. Men, we have to. We can endure more. Men, we can endure. Like if a woman makes 5 consecutive mistakes, I'm gonna be upset, but I'm not gonna be like. Off the wall or like blowing up or turning Super Saiyan on her. Cause I'm like, yo, I get it, it's a woman, you know what I'm saying? I don't expect, I'm not trying to be a sexist, but I don't expect everything to be done perfectly. Mm-hmm. Be a nigga and do one thing, bro, for your girl.
It's the end of the world.
End of the world. End of the world. And it's just like, it just be like, yo, like, how can you just, like, I've done these 20 things for you, right? You shitting on me for one?
But what if that one was important?
I get that, but your 5 mistakes could have been important too.
Yeah, I get it.
But because I know how to clean up the mistakes, you know, life as a man.
That's what comes with being the head of the household.
Right.
Comes with being the leader. The leader can't make certain mistakes because the followers are looking.
Right. Well, you know.
I get what y'all saying though. It's a sticky situation. Everything is a sticky situation. It's just how we maneuver around it. But my task for you two is to open up to the young ladies that y'all talking to. You saying right? I'm definitely talking to you.
Nah, yeah, whatever. But it's not an overnight thing. But I'm starting to realize that it might have delayed some things in my life if I would have just been a little more open to things, you know, and then being accountable for my ways at the same time. So, because that's what the topic's about, right? Accountability. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, you gonna do better?
Yeah, I have to.
We gotta. That's all we're on the church.
Good.
Next
Okay.
topic.
How to navigate your way through social media during, after, whatever, a breakup.
You first.
Taking turns? You couldn't wait to say that. You first.
I mean, you said me there, so you're not.
You couldn't wait.
I was waiting for it.
So I'm my type of person that you will not know how I'm feeling through social media. I don't like expressing myself through social media because I feel like it has a power on people, and I don't like that power. I remember when I was in college, my freshman year, I had a roommate, and whenever, you already know when she was arguing with somebody because she goes on social media. And my thing with her was, because we used to butt heads, so I used to tell her, like, yo, when we having a situation, don't go on social media. Don't sub me on social media. Mm-hmm. So that made us argue even more because I hated when she did that. But she's the type of person, like, she overly expresses herself. Like, that's who she is. And I don't express myself. That was my issue, is me not expressing myself. So we used to have that. We used to act like we was in a relationship because I used to hate when she did that. Like, yo, why you put my business on social media? But I'm not a person that likes to give social media that type of advantage over me. I don't know, I just never felt comfortable with doing it. Like, I'll see a post and I'll, like, you know, I'll save it, but I'll never, like, post it. Mm-hmm. It's just not something that I'll do. Like, I'll say something on Twitter, but it's usually like weeks after the situation happened. It's not like that same moment. If I say that same moment, that thing got me heated. But it's very rare that, like, I'm going on social media, like, subbing or expressing my feelings or something. During, after, friendship, relationship, situationship, whatever shit.
Go ahead, Tom.
Well, we all know I suck at that, so I'm an open damn book. So I gotta learn to keep it off social media, because I don't always have that person to talk to all the time. So that's my way of venting. I just let it all out.
But how does that make the situation better? Does it make you feel better? Like, what's the purpose of it?
I mean, it'll make me feel better for that time. For that time. So, but I know I gotta stop that.
Bring it back.
Yeah, what you said. Jen?
Mr. Toxicity?
Question. I'm sorry, I was on my phone.
Yeah, we seen that. Deep.
How to navigate your way through social media. I've been on both ends where I don't talk about my love life on social media, and I did talk about my love life on social media. So I would say when I did talk about my love life on social media, I got some praise for it, but I got a lot of backlash for it. People was telling me, don't take this shit down, you've been doing too much, you better, you know what I'm saying, you act like a bitch ass nigga. I'm like, alright. Fell into the pressure. I said, I'll take it down. No big deal. And the other part is where I don't really let people know. Unless you genuinely ask me. I'll answer. I have nothing to hide. You know what I'm saying? But I would say with that, just be careful, because people can use these things against you. They will weaponize it and use it to assassinate your character. Period. Like, always a softie, especially men. Always a softie, he's a pushover, he's a punk, he's not gonna do nothing, blah blah blah, this and that. Because for some stupid ass reason, the connotation between love and being soft are intertwined into two things. It's not like you can be a manly man and also be in love. Like, for whatever reason, those two don't go together. If you're a manly man, then you have to have many women, or you have to be fucking around, or you have to be incapable of being in a relationship. I don't think that's fair, because I know manly men who have one wife and they have several kids and they're super happy. That's not fair to them. So I always say, just be careful how you express yourself on these apps, because people will take things and they'll run with them, literally. You know, they'll literally run with them. You know what I'm saying? Jokingly and non-jokingly. You know what I'm saying? So I always tell people, just be careful. Be careful on how you express yourself, when you're telling people, or you know, because you could be giving people ammo. Give them ammo, they might use this shit against you. So, you know, and I've been on both sides. But I was just saying too much on the internet. You know, that's not what it's meant for. The internet is fun. It's fun and games. Just have fun with stuff like that.
But I don't think that it's also a bad thing to express yourself, because someone else might be going through the same thing as you, and you might be that outlet to help them. But there's a certain extent of doing everything. Everything in life has a certain extent of doing it. So I would just say be very cautious about it. But if you need to express yourself and that's how you feel better, then express yourself and feel better. Like, at the end of the day, whatever makes you happy, that's what you do.
Right.
So.
Nice game.
Yeah, I'm not doing that no more. We'll keep it off.
Well, I mean, yeah. We all make mistakes.
Stop.
Yeah.
No, I know I go overboard.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have to stop.
You don't have to stop. Like,
If you used to do 10 posts, do 3. You know, just.
I'll do one.
You could do one, and you could do some playful ones or whatever. I mean, no one can tell you what to do with your social media at the end of the day. That's yours. Yeah, that's your login, that's your password, that's your data, that's your fucking phone. I don't give a flying fuck what you do with it. All I'm saying is that just be careful and don't be mad when people use the shit against you. Because I'm like, yo, nigga, you gave them the ammo. They know where the gun was at. You gave them the bullets. Like, here, put this. Now shoot me with it. Yeah, it's hurt. Oh, you weren't supposed to do that, but you the one who gave me the bullets. Like, that's as simple as it is. So I would just tell people, like, yo, just be fucking careful. There's snakes in the grass everywhere, man. Everywhere. It could be in your own backyard. They're everywhere.
Keep your friends close. Keep your enemies closer.
You know what I'm saying? The Godfather. That's where that comes from. That nigga was right. Because anybody that tried to get him close, he clipped everybody because he knew niggas wasn't on his team. Same thing. They will use the social media shit against you. They would say all the crazy soft shit about you, all the bad shit, all the shit that has nothing to do with being hard or a thug or a gangster or a fighter or whatever. They're gonna try to, assassinate your character. Be careful with stuff like that. Girls too, be careful. You don't know if you got girls in your crew that really don't fuck with you. And once they get the jump on you, shit. They on the internet, they talking this, they talking to that, they talking to this girl, they talking to that survey. All of a sudden,
but it doesn't even only go with social media either. It goes with everything in life, period. Right. Just be mindful of what you're sharing and how you're sharing it because...
Right, I don't give a fuck if you in fucking school, if you in fucking college, if you're on a team, if you're at church. It don't matter. Be careful who you tell what to because that shit could come back and bite you in the ass. And I don't want that for nobody. And I just anybody that's listening to this and watching this, I don't want that for y'all at all. Y'all deserve better. You know what I'm saying? But just be mindful who you let that information leak out to because people will use that shit against you. And that's that. What else you got?
How much time we running on?
Actually doing good on time. We're on 53 minutes.
That's great. I think we should end it right here.
You want to end it right here?
I think it's good.
Okay, there was some closing thoughts. That's fine.
Any closing remarks?
Yes,
I saw
Tatted Papi.
I saw
came from the If You Don't Say It, We Will podcast.
Yeah, I saw this.
Good looking fellas on that podcast,
Oh
by the
my
way.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, alright.
Shout them out.
Don't do that. don't do that.
Yeah.
Shout them out.
Don't do that. Don't do it. I saw this on TikTok. This guy said, you make $30,000 a year. Why are you buying a car that's $17,000? So it made sense to me. Like it's like you don't have enough for that. So just wait. So it's kind of hard for me to explain. But when he said it, I understood what he was trying to say. It's like you're dreaming big, but you're doing small things. So. Yeah.
I heard something on I don't know if it's TikTok, Instagram. The guy said, what did he say? If your thinking matches your environment, if the way you think matches your environment, then everything is stale. You're gonna stay at that. You're gonna stay at that spot forever. But if you think big, then your environment gets big.
Yeah.
That's what he was trying to say. So if you keep your, like you said, I make 30. I'm buying a $17,000 car. I think I'm doing something, but I'm really not.
Yeah.
I should be waiting till I make triple that, quintuple that.
Exactly.
Then I can get something triple that.
Yeah, because I think I do that sometimes. I do that.
That's what I mean. Listen, some people are good in certain spaces. If you feel the need to take it to the next level, go for it. But you gotta go for it though.
Yeah.
You know, we spoke this morning.
Oh yeah, we going for it.
And I told you, I'm like, you're telling me about what everybody else. I'm like, I don't care what everybody's doing. What's Tat doing?
Yeah, and that's in the motions already. So.
Right. What's Tat doing? What's Tat doing for Tat? Because Tat got 2 little tats. So what's Tat doing?
So fair.
I mean, so
Babies.
yeah. So what is Tat doing?
Yeah,
oh, they got this thing. I don't give a fuck about them. What's Tat doing?
This next step.
Yeah.
This next step's gonna be for.
Yeah, like digging these niggas' asses. Like let them know, like yo, I'm trying to move up, or I'm trying to make more money, or I'm trying to, because everything's about money. Like I don't understand why people be like, oh, I want to move up to make a difference. I don't want to make no difference. I want to make money.
Yeah.
So tell me what I got to do, and I'll do it, and that's it. You know. So that's what I would say with that.
That was your closing remarks. Go ahead, give your closing remarks.
No, you good. I'll go last.
So I was talking to one of my friends today, just checking up on her, and she told me like she was mentally miserable.
Mentally miserable.
Yes.
Shit.
So I asked her like what was the cause, and she was like she doesn't know like who she is. Like she didn't discover herself yet. She's only 20. She just turned 25.
Oh,
Right. So I told her, and I'm just like, look, and it's crazy because after I sent her the message, a post came right after it, and it was like a flower. You plant the flower, you can water it as much as you want, you can take care of it as much as you want, but the flower is gonna grow in its own time. You have to be like a flower. You have to take your time and just. I tell people this all the time. This is how I got through my depression. You can't force yourself to be happy. You have to literally go through the motions, feel how you feel. And we spoke about this before. You have to feel how you feel and just go through it, because if you don't, you're going to hurt yourself even more. So that's what I told her today. I literally told her, like, just take it easy. The time will come when everything will make sense. But as of right now, the more you force it, the more you hurt yourself. So to anyone out there that's trying to figure it out or discover yourself or whatever emotion that you're in, just go through the motion. Let it pass by. It's gonna pass by. We have 4 seasons in a year, nothing less. Every time the season changes, it's okay. You'll be okay. It's gonna pass. And that's mine.
Yes, that was good. I'm trying to think.
Go ahead, Pastor G.
Pastor G. So I think with the reading I've been doing, especially in the Bible, I think what I've learned is that there are certain things that are meant for you. There are certain things that are not meant for you. Be careful, because if I think what chapter, I think I'm still new to the Bible, so I think in the first chapter I think God was telling either Adam or Eve, don't eat from this fruit. I'm telling you right now, don't do it. Eve. Yes. Don't eat from this tree or whatever. She did it anyway. When she did it, there were lessons to be learned at that point. Too many for her to handle. That's the way I took it. It was like, damn, he really did try to help me. He really did try to protect me. He really did try to tell me, don't go there. I would say how that correlates to life. Certain battles are not for you to try to fight. It's okay to sit some things out. It's okay to see things for what they are and just be like, all right, this ain't for me. I'm good. I'm gonna stay here. I'm good. Because certain things, if you keep fighting, they will take the energy out of you. They will take the light out of you. They will put you in a place of depression, of a hole, of
resentfulness.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And I always relate it back to comic books. I love comic books. And that scene in that Bible remind me of Batman when, I don't know if y'all watched Dark Knight Rises. There was a part where he fought Bane. Mm-hmm. Batman wasn't ready. Batman was 7 years out the game. His knees was bad, his back was bad. He wasn't the same Batman. He wasn't the same sharp nigga that he was before.
He got his back broke.
And he fought Bane, he got his back broke. And what happened? They put him in the hole, and eventually he got out and got. They might set you back, they might set you forward, but just be careful with the battles that you pick in life. Every battle doesn't have to be fought. Some battles you could just sit out and just be like, all right, cool. you gonna stay over here, I'm gonna go over there. And that's where my new path is gonna start, and I'm gonna move forward, and you just move forward from where you're at. Learn your battles, pick your battles. Every battle does not have to be fought. Some battles could just be left alone, and that's that. And that might be God talking to you, be like, all right, you're done here. Your task is completed. Let's go to the next task. You know, because I think subconsciously we all have that in our heads, but we got to learn how to play on it too. And I know for some people that's hard because some of those battles are, or a lot of those battles are battles with love. That's hard. The hardest battle is to walk away from somebody you genuinely, truly love. That is hard. That is hard for any fucking body. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care how hard you think you are, how great you think you are, how strong you think you are. I don't give a fuck. Battling with somebody you love is not easy. Period. That shit ain't easy at all. So I would just tell people like, yo, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes it's just better to just walk away. You know, you fought, you did what you did, you engaged, you had your battle, you fought, you swung, you did everything, but guess what? You lived to fight another day. And it's all right to be like, I'm gonna leave you right here, check on you another time. I'm out of here. That's it.
And this is hypothetically.
Hypothetically, we came up with that name because I use that word a lot. That's how we came up with the title. I use that word a lot, hypothetically. I just like saying it because
that was Gene's answer to everything. Hey, Gene, you want to hang out? Hypothetically, I say yes. You want to have a friends list? Hypothetically, I said we could use my spot.
I like hypothesis. Hypothesis is part of the 5 steps of the scientific
and
method.
It's crazy because we literally we were hanging out and we're trying to figure out a name. We're like, yo, we need a name for this pod. So I'm thinking the name. I'm like, this is you come up with the names, but it's like it's not sitting right. So we chilling and I'm like, Gene, I think I got a name. And he's like, hypothetically, and I'm like, yes.
That's it. So
I'm like, yes.
The offspring of If You Don't Say It, We Will podcast. We'll be back in full force with that. But shout out to my boy Tat. Came through. Appreciate you, bro.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
He's here. Shells. Any other last words? You good?
No, I'm good.
I'm good too, guys. Once again, thank you for the likes, the subscriptions, the comments. I love it. We're almost at 50 subscribers. We hit 8,000 views on the network channel. I'm gonna change it around, the network channel altogether. I believe I think episode 2 or 1 has the most views on our website for YouTube for the real episodes.
I think it's episode 1.
Yes, episode 1. Beautiful to see. Like I said, replay. Go ahead, please replay them because that's how the checks come in. Yeah, that's it. I'm good. I'm done.